well. So if Typical Gamer and Sword Thief make it, we could see another series go for another best of 2, which is absolutely crazy. But nonetheless, let's get right into the action. Typical Gamer and Thief on the left, Vikkstar and Tinny on the right. Tell me what's going on, guys.
All right, we're seeing Salty Springs for Typical Gamer and Sword Thief, I believe.
It's so funny. You see them like kind of, we think they're going to land somewhere, and all of a sudden they just pull a quick audible and whip their camera and then move next thing you know they're on the outskirts of a big city,
You
right?
really can't tell until they land.
Oh, we got Tinny's screen now. Nice. So we're able to see his stream at this point.
Yes.
This is awesome. So this is pretty big. So they land. This has been. Were you watching Ribs the last game? So Vikkstar and Tinny. This is their spot where they land, and they love to attack on Salty. So this is a very unique spot we haven't seen from any which of the teams. Now, Typical Gamer and Thief, they're going to be on the outside of Salty as well. So we could see a quick converge of both teams relatively early.
They seem to be rocking the same skins, which is funny. And both of these
Actually,
skins
they are.
These are two of my favorite skins. I love the backpack that Vikkstar is using.
I wonder if that was coordinated or not.
Who was saying
they're
that?
in the lobby like looking for mind games?
I think High Distortion the other day was rocking that, and he was like definitely one of the best backpacks to run.
Oh, it is.
So I mean, no, it is. It's a phenomenal backpack. But yeah, it's kind of funny actually. Now that you just point that out, we got the same skins going on. So and of course they're going to the same spot. So this is kind of interesting how this game. This is the first time we've seen two teams pretty much converge this early in the match. So I'm kind of curious to see how that's going to pan out later on during this tournament. But we're already seeing an elimination coming through. 2 eliminations for the man of Sword Thief, and still very quiet for Vikkstar and Tinny. But yeah, I mean, hey.
This is interesting. They're all converging here on Salty Springs, and I wouldn't expect it. And here comes the C4 play from Sword Thief, and he's going to get it down with it. Did he get 2? He might have.
So that's one thing. The C4 we're seeing utilized. Before, no one used to use it. But, of course, after that buff with the timing, right, it blows up a lot faster now. We're seeing a lot of the players start using that C4. As look at this. Vikkstar finds somebody right in front of him. Plus, he's got that purple scar as well as the med kit right there in front of him. So great stuff. He's going to probably keep those bandages as well. Opts to get that blue shotgun. And he's got some grenades in his back pocket. And looking pretty kitted at this point. Both sitting at 2 kills. So they managed to, or excuse me, not tied up. As I say that, look at Sword Thief.
Kills.
He's got 5 kills. He kind of took it away here as we were paying attention to Vikkstar with those kills. But nonetheless, I mean, just checking out. Very slow so far. We are seeing the lobby drop pretty quickly. What? Now there's, wow, players dropping left and right. Only a total of 53 engagements left. So we're currently seeing.
I'm curious to where they're going to rotate to here. You see the zone is pushing southwest. So yeah, if I'm them, I'm going to go towards the edge of the north edge of the zone where you catch the majority of the players trying to rotate from tilted, rotate from north map. And, you know, instead of going to the center zone where there's probably no one there, you want to go to the outskirts, and here they are at Dusty Divot.
So we see a porta fort in the divot already and a launch pad. So we're going to utilize the launch pad to get up into the porta fort.
Yeah, and if we know anything about Vikkstar and Tinny, this is where they thrive. They love to roam around this Dusty Divot area. Of course, let's see if he can get that Kobe inside the porta fort. I mean, he's been absolutely accurate with his shots so far. Of course, he's not going to connect enough there, but it does give him ample opportunity to kind of push up with that shotgun to get the player. Comes right behind him. Good defensive build from that random actually coming in. And so, whoa, a player. Hello. How are you doing?
From the heavens.
Comes in with his pickaxe ready to just take off his head. What in the world? Come on. Only Fortnite. Like, what a gift from the gods.
That was actually the same guy that was hacking the other game. This time, instead of being under the map,
he came from the top of the map.
Same guy.
Totally miscalculated on his part. But, hey, that is going to be 100% welcome. We'll see 2 purple scars.
I think Vikkstar is holding the purple scar.
Probably for
2
Tinny.
gifts to his teammate. Very heads-up play there. We love teamwork.
Oh, teamwork is great. It's got 2 med kits, too. You can't. But, I mean, of course, Dusty Divot is going to be the area they're going to be, as we're going to see, actually, Typical Gamer and Sword Thief are going to be meeting up. Sword Thief picking up a knock and a kill, as they were actually threatening Dusty Divot, but Typical Gamer is going to come back to give the backup.
Thief is completely on point right now. He's trying to get he's trying to be the first person to get 2 victories under his belt here on Friday Fortnite.
Oh, of course.
We are yet to have a repeat winner.
You know, I watched they did it, or excuse me, I read the interview on Deserto. We saw Typical Gamer and Sword Thief. They were interviewed, and first off, they loved the tournament and thought it was great, but they're hungry for another win, of course. From there, you can go ahead and read that article. I mean, you have to be right. They won $10,000 in the first one.
That's a max damage pump shot right there. 226 damage.
Sword Thief is on fire right now, and he wants more.
Of course, this is a big round. Whoever wins this is going to be guaranteed
$7,000.
Where are you going, Bron?
I mean, think about it. This is a $7,000 match.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
That's
no.
true.
When you get
So-
into these winners finals, and these are money matches. This is, I've been here plenty of times, and this is, you want to make sure that you reach your peak and you play your best in these matches, not the early matches. Even though those early matches are against
Right.
Titans as well.
One
Right.
thing that makes this match so important too is obviously you get a free trip to grand finals, but you do go into grand finals with that 2-set lead, right?
It's a
so
cushion.
you do get you have to win only one of 2 sets, and we actually did see Thief and Typical Gamer be in the same situation where they did come out of winners bracket,
Yeah.
and they actually did get the bracket reset on them.
Yep.
But again, you get 2 series, and they ended up winning the second series to win the championship.
Right.
So winners finals and double elimination brackets are so important. It gives you such an advantage in the grand finals.
We see now the teams, in fact, have met up. We see a little dancing coming from Typical Gamer, just showing, you know what, it's a serious match, but you could still have fun while playing some Fortnite, and that's the beautiful thing about this game is now he's going through to see what he wants to actually do, which is quite funny to me. Like I said, it's a $7,000 match. Typical Gamer still dancing it up.
That's the beauty of Fortnite,
Yep.
man. It's just so much fun, and even in these intense situations, you could just take a breather and do an emote, do something wonky, and maybe it helps you play better too, alleviate some stress.
Just shows how relaxed these players are, right? I mean, and you have to be relaxed in this situation. You have to be intense, but still relaxed and composed, because if you get too tense, of course, you can get a bit shaky on your shots.
I love the launch pad with the hop rocks.
Yeah.
Did it give him more of a boost?
Oh yes.
Did it?
Yeah.
Yes. It gives you about like 40-50% extra.
You just
It's
like float
noticeable.
too. It's like not even like a launch. You just float.
And
So
we're
you're
gonna
Oh
see
yeah,
the
big
Vikkstar.
boost. Yeah,
You
you're
see
right.
that?
That's huge. Yeah,
Just looks so methodical and so like
that's awesome.
a
So-
magic carpet.
So we're seeing here a 6-kill lead right now. Typical Gamer only with 1 kill. It's Thor Thief right now stealing the show with 10 kills. And then Vikkstar with 4 and Tinny 1.
So one of the funny things about this match is typically we see a lot of roaming, right? But this match started relatively close to Salty, and we're still close to Salty, as of course they're going to be venturing out so far, but around Dusty Dividend, Salty's been where we've been, right? And they kind of landed outside of Fatal like we typically do, or these teams typically do, but nonetheless, still, great stuff coming from them. We have 31 total engagements left. Just taking a quick look, we have 5 on the right, 11 on the left, as Typical Gamer and Sore Thief have kind of taken off a little bit over Vikkstar and Tinny. Of course, still early in the game, a lot of engagements, but both teams still up. Kind of looking.
6-kill lead already for Typical Gamer and Thief. They're hitting it early.
I'm very curious to where this next zone is going to take them, because it's already, on the west side of the map. And let's see where it goes.
This is interesting. We see Typical Gamer rocking the Portafor. We don't see the Portafor used very often. in
I
our
was about to
tournaments.
say that, right?
I think it's because obviously you want the most productive assets in your kit to begin with. Obviously, you're playing for a lot of money, very serious matches. But I think a Portafor actually could be very useful, especially in a defensive situation.
Sure.
Well, to be fair,
course.
look at kind of scary too. Look at his bullets. He doesn't have a lot. Only 59 shots with the AR, 10 for the pump, and 13 for the tac. So he's not. I mean, plus only 3 grenades. I mean, that's pretty low on his part, and he only has 1 kill. So,
Meanwhile, Sword Thief has plenty of ammo. Once they meet up, they could share, but
but they are spread apart. I
Yeah,
mean,
they're
and Thief
spread apart.
he's being quite risky, right? He's over at Tilted at this point. So,
Ooh,
he does
nice
spot a
snipe
player.
shot.
Great snipe. Will he build over to him?
and
Yes,
he gets
will.
it down quickly. That was big. Ooh, and he gets
Ooh,
flanked.
good
He's gonna
heads
turn
up.
around with these pump
Sword
shots.
Thief for president. Sheesh.
Nice two-piece for him.
That man is on point.
Yeah, great awareness on his part, but of course he does have a straggler from the other team. Who is that? That's Vikkstar hanging really close to him, ready to steal his kills. Of course, he's going to go ahead and use that.
Tinny's
Chug
engaging.
jug.
Tinny's engaging right now, and he's playing against a builder. This guy is taking high ground on him. And I think he has 2 players on him right now. Does he have any help? He's completely alone right now.
Yeah,
Tinny
they
is-
split up.
Tinny right now is fighting against a squad. He's going to regain his high ground. Still has a good amount of health.
Yeah, still a lot of engagements. 21 engagements still remaining. Potential kills. So this is a big fight for him, especially since
Rockets are
Vikkstar
coming
is
in.
so far away from him.
He's really got to stay alive here.
Yeah, and you can tell that this is his defensive gameplay. And wow,
Lasers that
was
player.
multiple
Great
headshots there.
shots.
I believe he 3-tapped him. 370 health headshots.
And Vikkstar on the top screen picking up a kill himself, showing that maybe splitting up is the way to go, at least for this team. So far, this is the first time we've seen them split up. In the last game, we saw them, they were sticking together, right? But now they're managing to pick up kills and kind of double the effort. Overall, phenomenal work on both ends.
This is winners finals, man. You got to be prepared to go solo dolo and really slay out without the help of your teammate.
I think they knew also how many kills they were currently down, but now let's take a look at the score. 14 on the left,
8.
on the right 8. So
Yeah.
still a bit of a deficit, but showing that splitting up has, in fact, paid off. But one thing that Vikkstar hasn't been able to do, and that is to match the kills, or excuse me, take the kills from a typical gamer over there. So that's one thing that he's got to watch out for. Thief on your bottom screen, those 13 kills. He has been performing exceptionally well, as we said. He is currently on point, lasering his opponents.
Safe zone's going to push south. So we're going to have like a Greasy Grove, Shifty Shafts ending.
Which, if this was Noah and Avxry, I would say that's perfect, right? But we haven't seen either which of these players go to Shifty. So it's going to be a kind of an interesting spot for the ending to be. And trying to see, they're just honestly, they're just going to roam around, try and find, just travel around. And we see this typically as the game is going to dwindle down. Still, the Storm pretty far away for the amount of engagements left, right? There's only, 14 engagements left. So it's going to be pretty slow until that Storm collapses. And, of course, we're going to start seeing the teams kind of converge. We'll see a lot of fireworks go off from then. But, I mean, Ribs, if you're in this position as a competitive player, I mean, on which team are you favoring so far? I mean, obviously we see Typical Gamer and Thief. They have the heads up whenever it comes to the kills. They have the advantage. But why do you think they have the advantage over Vikkstar and Tinny at this point?
Well, Sword Thief is just playing outside of his mind right now. And on top of that, they're just finding the players. And that's what the end of this match is going to come down to. I have no doubt in my mind once they find the players, they will be able to take them down. I think they already did get rid of the better players in the lobby. They just have to find these players trying to rotate to the new safe zone and try to take them out. And it's just whoever finds them first, really.
Looking through, Typical Gamer built up. I thought he was going to have an engagement. There might be someone down below. Of course, he does have, I think that's Vikkstar right in front of him, and it is, in fact, going to be Vikkstar. So he's going to have a little bit of an advantage. As we do see the sniper coming out, but, of course, he's going to tend to put that away. And nobody spotted just yet. Very slow, but what a shot from Sword Thief. I don't even know how many meters that was, but he managed to get a lot of shield and health down on that opponent. He's going to go ahead and push forward with the call-out coming as we see Tinny is, in fact, going to pick up a down as well to keep it up. It's a very close game so far. Of course, this is only the first one. We still have another one left remaining, but how many more engagements? Still 14. Well, excuse me. It'd be,
we do it down, though, I believe.
He did get it down, so it'll still be 13 more engagements.
Okay, big kill coming out from Tinny there. They need all these kills right now. They don't want to go into this game with too much of a deficit right now. They can't do much about the fact that Thief is going off.
I'll say what Vikkstar and Tinny are lucky about is that Typical Gamer's not having the game that we kind of expect out of him. Sword Thief, I mean, Sword Thief getting 14 kills right now is no surprise to me. He's one of the best players in the game.
Yeah. That was a good kill right there from Vikkstar, making sure that Thief didn't get all the kills in that house.
Honestly, if I'm Vikkstar and Tinny, I got to be a little bit worried, especially going into game number 2. Like you said, Sword Thief has been playing out of his mind. Typical Gamer taking some massive damage, though. Managed to pop around the corner, and that's actually the replay of what we saw earlier. He's going to get that half shield as well as some bandages to kind of heal up just a little bit, but the game is dwindling down with a total of 8 engagements. Tinny on your screen, he is getting some engagements as well, trying to go in with that hunting rifle to get a shot. Just misses. Just below that player. He's going to go ahead and push up. But Vikkstar and Tinny at this point, they've got to get all these engagements and get these kills because going into round 2, they could have a huge deficit. At least on
right now, they're only down by 5, I believe. So they're not doing too bad.
And we'll see.
You have 11, 16. That's actually very manageable for how good Thief's been playing.
Sure.
Which is kind of curious because, well, I mean, they stayed together primarily the entire match. So just comes to show. Oh, that was a nasty kill. Great shot from Tinny. And another one just won't even turn around. Oh, no, he does. And he goes down.
Yeah, he missed a few shots there, and it's going to cost him.
Who got the down, though?
At the same time, we are seeing Typical Gamer is also very low in health, too. So I think if a Typical Gamer, I would not engage anything. I would not challenge anything. Stay alive. Yeah, stay alive until your teammate comes and helps you, who's actually also taking damage now.
They've all converged.
And I think this is Vikkstar's time to shine right now. He's the only one that really has enough health to play aggressive.
Oh, and he gets...
Yeah, so he was the one who downed the guy that was right over Tinny. So he's making sure to help his teammate out. And he is in a great position to get these kills here with his grenade launcher.
Definitely so.
And if you've seen, top players use a grenade launcher, they like to use it from max distance so it blows up. Not on impact, but it blows up midair. Ooh, and there goes a
snipe
headshot
shot by Vikkstar.
Got him.
Beautiful.
Caught him still.
And that player drops immediately, showing that was probably the team that they were fighting against. He's pumping some more shots at another player in front of him, gets another kill, and that is great for them. Now they're sitting
just
at
like
15 kills. So yeah, I mean they're only one kill game.
Yeah, brought it right back.
How many more engagements do we count? We still have 4 more.
Yeah, 4 players left in the lobby, and it seems Typical Gamer is has somebody under him.
Nice
He's
shot by
checking
Thief.
edits.
And Sore Thief just picked up a kill
Tinny does
himself.
die. So the game ends with Thief and Gamer having 20.
Oh, there it goes. So here we are. What is it? 20 to what? I believe 15. No, did he get more? No, I think it's 2015 because they picked up the last 4, didn't
We
they?
gotta say the last kills come in.
Definitely a great game from everybody. High kill game.
Yeah, I think
And,
that's 2015.
Wow, 18 coming out from Sword
Yep,
Thief.
2015.
Very impressive.
So 5-kill lead. Not huge.
No,
really.
I mean it's
No.
not bad,
One-
right?
It's basically like a team fight and a half.
I don't think Thief could repeat that. 18 kills.
You don't think so?
18's a lot.
Hey,
Yeah.
that- I mean-
I don't know. We talked about this on our previous broadcast. If you look at kind of the websites that track all the stats, Thief is in like the top 5 percentile in like
Yeah.
every category across
Wow.
like every
Yeah.
game mode.
Wow.
Solos, duos, squads, kills, elims, first place finishes.
This
Like
guy's
he's
talented, huh?
He's like
Yeah.
a freak. He's amazing. He's incredible. So I think he could totally do it again.
Yep.
That being said, I mean, is likely not quite as likely, but at the same time, I also do not see it likely that typical gamer only gets 2 kills
That was
in
low
another game.
for him.
Typical gamer usually gets way more than that.
Right.
So I think you could see a combination of maybe Thief might not get 18 again, but at the same time, I don't think that typical gamer is going to only get 2 kills again.
That is
That's
true.
kind of how I think about that.
That is true.
And with a 5-kill lead or 5-kill deficit, I should say, do you think Vikkstar and Tinny are going to change their game plan at all?
I don't think they do. I mean, they seem like this strategy has been working well for them. I'm sure they've been honestly pulling off that just outside of Fatal drop
Yeah.
probably the entire tournament. It's been
Yeah.
working for them.
Mhm.
Why switch it up at this point?
Mhm.
Now, the only thing that I got to question is typical gamer and Sword Thief going to stick with their team, because we saw them land relatively close and they kind of mirrored each other towards that, even over at Tilted, of course,
Yeah.
but at the end they, of course, split off because they knew they had to. They had to start picking off kills because at that point we saw typical gamer kind of just trying to steal all the kills of Sword Thieves, but really you couldn't stop Thieves at that point. But I think the strategy is going to be the same for Tinny and his teammate, but I don't know about Sword Thief and typical gamer. What are you thinking?
I mean, I think they're going to go business as usual. Like I said, one of the stronger teams we have, like I said, Thief is playing out of control right now, 18
Right.
kills first game. I don't think they're going to change anything. I don't think either team's going to change anything, actually. I think,
5 kills isn't too crazy.
5 kills on an initial can be, that deficit can be erased
Yeah.
within seconds, right? That's like I said, a team fight and a half at most. So I think that we're going to see the same thing. This is the second map of Winners Finals. I mean, you kind of got to lay it all on the line here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're seeing Thieves, of course, come up huge when it matters the most. 18 kills in map 1. That's
Yep.
super
Yep.
impressive. That honestly, like I said, carried them through because we only saw his teammate get 2 kills, which is very unexpected for a player like Typical Gamer, who's been one of our higher killing players probably throughout the whole Friday Fortnite series. So hopping into game 2, I'm excited to see kind of how this plays out.
Yeah, here we go. Game 2 is going to be underway. Let's see what's going to happen. We see now, of course, Vikkstar and Tinny currently down 5 kills, still manageable. But we'll see how their strategy is going to change. If it changes overall, honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if I see typical gamer and Thief land where Vikkstar and Tinny are going to be landing just to try and steal some kills and put the pressure on. It worked for him in the first round. Will typical gamer be able to find more kills himself? He didn't drop in that last one. He just couldn't find them, and that's really unfortunate, but that's the way it goes with the RNG. So a lot riding on the line here. If we see Vikkstar and Tinny, they're not able to pick up those 5 kills and take over the lead, they will be moving down to loser bracket, and they won't have that guaranteed $7,000 to their name. Of course, typical gamer and Thief, the winners of the second week tournament, looking to maybe bring themselves back into the finals to repeat their success and bring them to another #1 spot. Here's the drop, guys. Where are we going?
So we're bypassing Tilted. Not surprised there. There's no
Naturally,
need
yeah.
to do anything risky here. And looks like we're going to see a Salty Springs landing.
Looks like they're going to land actually inside of Salty this time, not
Yeah.
even the outskirts.
Yeah, and the bus favored that. You see they dropped pretty early. All they had to do was move east towards Salty. And there should be players here. I would imagine there'd be players here.
This is quite interesting. We haven't seen them drop Salty themselves. We've seen them just go to the outside, but
Typical Gamer and Sword Thief are also dropping Salty.
yeah, that's what I was saying. I
think
think they're
about-
going
yeah,
to stick
both-
together.
Both teams are actually dropping inside of the city, none one in the outskirts.
Oh, wow.
Someone's
We're,
kill feed
yeah,
just lit
we're,
up.
yeah, we're about to see I think it's Vikkstar.
I think it's Vikkstar
yeah,
as
he
well.
has attack shotty. There it goes.
Oh, what? They just lined up
They
for
got
him.
stuck. They were trying to run through the doorway. And
Did they really?
Yeah,
Is that what happened?
That's exactly what happened. And they both and they were teammates too. They got stuck trying to run. Oh, no.
no, that
And
is the worst.
You know what I'll credit Vikkstar there is not only did he land first, he landed first, got the gun, and those guys just didn't know how to parachute. That's a skill in a battle royale game. Is to probably
Sure,
know
no,
how to
yeah.
It's to probably know when to leave the bus and how to glide and then when to deploy your parachute. And that set him up right there with that 3-kill you know, that 3-piece, and that's gonna already take the deficit down to only 2 kills.
2 kills.
That sucks when you squad too hard and try to enter the doorway at one point in time.
They were twins too. They're both using.
No, I
the-
know.
same
They
character.
oh, that's so bad. But hey, it's Christmas for Vikkstar, right? And they need that. They were down 5 kills, so at this point now it's only a 2-kill deficit. So looking pretty good. We're already seeing Tinny. He's going to be over at Dusty Divot relatively early on. Of course, Vikkstar, his stream is just a little bit more delayed than Tinny is, so I believe they're both going to be at Dusty as we see shots fired, not able to connect just yet. Going Dusty really early though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
really
it
early.
It makes sense though because like Salty's already. It seems as if Salty's already cleared out. And, you know, he knows he has to play more aggressive. You don't have time to loot right now when you already have a 2-kill deficit. And these are big shots here coming in from Tinny because he's the only one that's there yet.
Oh, man. I mean, he's pushing really aggressive, and this is such a monumental point at this, you know, because Tinny, he has to pick up all these kills. If he goes down, of course, being down in kills already as it is, it's going to put up a lot of pressure on his teammate, but he is doing phenomenally well going in for the kills. Got to watch out for the tack as he is, in fact, going to get it. I thought some shots were going to be fired on Vikkstar, but he manages to escape, and with no damage, good for him.
All right, so it's a tie game.
It's a tie game, so anybody's game at this point.
I'm really surprised that typical gamer and Thief weren't able to pick up at least 1 kill there in that exchange. Obviously, the kills in Salty Springs were just, you know, 1, 2, 3, easy.
Right.
Hand it to him. Yeah.
Right.
But right there, they definitely had an opportunity.
Taking a lot of damages now.
Yeah, but see, that's what we're seeing. So we're kind of seeing a replay because of that delay.
Sure.
And he did take some damage. Of course, I guess he's going to he must have healed up pretty quickly then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he did. So he immediately went for the hill.
And once again, we're going to see Vikkstar, the first one to rotate out of Dusty. He was the first one to rotate into Dusty, or Tinny, sorry. And this is good. You want to get ahead of the pack. You want to be the first person to, you know, spot people, and
Right.
it gives you that advantage. It's also a risk. You know, if you run into a good team, you have no help, you can get taken out. But these guys are, you know, they're ready. They're warmed up. He's got a jetpack.
We love
He's
jetpacks.
got those high socks. He's ready to go.
Mind you, this is a much quicker game. I mean, at this point,
Oh, really?
there's only 35 engagements left, right? And I think before at least at this same time frame, what we were sitting at, still 60 players left. So not a lot of engagements. I would have totally missed that jump going up that hill. Good stuff for Tinny.
That was close.
But
Good jetpack though. Don't forget.
I like how that. Like I said, I figured they would stick together. They're doing just that, but no engagements just yet. As the game is going to heat up, I'm kind of curious to see how the stills of the kills is going to happen. Right? You like that rhyme? Little nice, right?
Nice little rhyme scheme going for you.
Listen to my mixtape.
Rhyme
next
game
time,
on
right?
point.
Rhyme game on time. But hey, honestly, could call it either way.
This could easily go to a game 3 right
Oh,
now.
100%.
You know, the typical gamer and Thief still yet to find 1 frag this game.
Do they come in with a 5-kill lead or 6-kill lead?
They 5-kill
5
lead, so
kill.
right
So
now
they're actually down now.
It's a lead change, yes. We're Vikkstar
Just
and
like
Tinny
that.
up 1. Snipe coming out, and he's going to tag him in the chest. Great shot, great lead there. That was about 200 meters, and a body shot's going to take down the shield.
The other one to the right doesn't decide to build up. Will take
Does
some
get
damage and get
cracked.
punished for
Yeah.
that. Yeah, does get cracked. There is a player straight in front as well.
Still
He's-
trying to gauge how good these players are. Yes, like I want them to
That's
run.
gotta be like part of the analysis when you want to push, right? You got to kind
Sure.
of see like.
And it's hard to tell just off of how many shots they hit. It's really off of their movements and how they position themselves, because it's not too hard to hit shots in this game. You know, hit scan and how accurate these guns are.
Oh man, he's just
Ooh,
getting
he gets that
mowed
What a
down.
snipe.
What a snipe! He got. I mean, he got that just
Okay.
What is
All right.
he like world?
I'm not sure.
What am I?
This plays. All right, he's disengaging. He's using the jetpack to just get some
Took
distance.
a lot of damage
He
from
He's
that.
still getting
though.
shot though. He's no more
Oh,
mats.
he's out of
He's
mats.
out
Oh,
of mats.
Okay.
no.
It all makes sense now. But he's actually doing a great job, and he's going to go
Goes
down.
That's tragic.
So,
That's-
Ribs, what do you think about that? I mean, should he just have engaged
Well,
at that point?
it's lack of preparation. I know you're playing for kills and you're playing aggressive, but you already took the lead. You should be farming. You shouldn't be. And now you get. This is what you get. You should. You should at least have 100,
Oh,
200
man.
mats. He went into that fight with low mats.
Okay,
that's-
this player should be able to kill. I mean,
The guy's got his newspaper
it's a
out.
pencil war. Pencil versus a shot. Oh, no, he got.
Oh, if that had happened.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, that scared my heart dropped. Oh.
Oh, but seriously, that death right there from Tinny was definitely a costly one. And
Oh, yeah.
and you need to have the presence of mind to always have a certain amount of mats. And any top player will tell you this. And I know this situation you need to get kills, but you also need to farm up. And you know, jetpack or no jetpack, you still need.
I mean, the
something.
question becomes now. There's only what 20, 30 people. Okay, 30 people remaining. Your teammate's dead. He has a small lead. Then it becomes: does he go on his own and try and maximize his own kills, or does he try and go follow what are his opponents, but his teammates in game, and try and kind of like deter them, get his kills that way?
How do you follow them when? Wait. What am I seeing right now?
with a shopping cart.
I mean,
Are
no,
they?
They're relatively close, yeah. No, because the thing is, remember, Vikkstar, I mean,
Wait.
yeah, they're, what? We got some unorthodox team.
Yeah. Thief is working with Vikkstar right now.
Hey, they're
okay?
just having a little fun.
Yeah, and
I
they-
want to see a little dance on that because you know you could dance on a shopping cart. It's the
Sure.
best, most infuriating thing whenever you see your opponent dancing past you on a shopping cart and then they just plow you in the face with a one pump. But 23-21, Vikkstar and Tinny, they are in fact leading by 2 kills. It's been a slow game for typical gamer and Sore Thief. With that being said, though, he's
Okay, here they come, the Thief getting the knock.
so this is interesting. Let's him go.
2 knocks, but he takes a lot of damage here.
It kind of gave him a boost to the fight.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening right now. It's just like
I don't know.
they look like teammates right there. They look like best friends. He's in the same skin.
I mean, I know sabotaging is against the rules, but obviously helping the enemy team isn't against the rules. So I mean,
Reverse sabotaging.
reverse sabotaging, you're helping opponents out.
Vikkstar made it there in time to pick up, I think, 2 kills though. So Vikkstar keeping the team in the game.
Oh.
Both
yeah.
Thieves and Typical Gamer are fairly low health. They have to be careful.
Vikkstar's looking good too. He's got 8 kills.
One good headshot can knock them both.
How many kills did Tinny have before he went down?
I want to say either 2 or 4.
Here we go. Tinny has
Two.
2. So he has 2. So they're sitting at 10 right now as opposed to the 4 on the opposite end. So 6 kills still leading by 1, right?
Sure.
Yep.
Makes sense.
So I'm glad it does. I was reaching for that one, man. The math,
Big math.
big math, okay?
Quick maths.
Quick. 1 kill lead isn't too much, but he is going to be able to get kitted up here, right? And this is one of the things too. Whenever we see these teammates converge, even though the other team might get the kills, you can come in and steal the loot. So definitely big plays from him on that part. But the kills are dwindling down. We're seeing 21, so -3. What is that's 18. 18 total kills left.
Despite
So
the 1 kill deficit, like the circle's closing in, the engagements
Yep.
are going to come sooner. You still got to kind of favor Thief and Typical Gamer in this
course.
situation. 1 kill can, I mean, obviously that can be erased in a second.
sure.
Vikkstar's got to come up really, really big for this. Get a couple, obviously a couple, good breaks in his side. Maybe catch a couple teams that are kind of, off the beaten path. But
I wouldn't rotate too early here either. Like, look at Vikkstar's kit. You know, he only has 2 weapons, but he does have the heals.
and
So-
a jetpack, low fuel, but I mean, it's still very helpful.
And
in
he
some of
has
these build
and he has
situations.
decent mats as well.
Right, good
I
mats.
wouldn't assume that the lobby made it to the safe zone yet, so I would still try to catch some players rotating.
Gamer and Thief are very low on mats on the other end too. I mean, that can be changed when you kill a guy who has a bunch of
Yep.
mats. But still, I mean, they get in a high build situation with a team of 4 and you run out of mats. I mean, that can cost you.
So Vikkstar, I mean, I honestly got to say I agree with what he's doing. He's pushing ahead of Typical Gamer and Sore Thief, and that's what you kind of have to do. Of course, there could be some stragglers behind where Typical Gamer and Thief will be able to pick those up, but Vikkstar has to make some moves at this point. And he's doing just that. He's pushing up. Hopefully, he's going to find some engagements before Sore Thieves and Typical Gamer does. Right? I believe there were people straight ahead. Don't quote me on that because my eyesight is bad, but I think there could have been people up there. We'll see if he'll be able to engage. He does have that sniper in his back pocket. And he hasn't zoomed in just yet, so maybe there wasn't. Maybe he didn't see anybody. But still, staying relatively close to each other, it's going to come down to the wire. But like you said, you got to favor Typical Gamer and Sore Thief at this point. But
It depends how they play this though, because they could split up, and that way Vikkstar can't be in the both the fights at once.
and we do have a team fight over
Yeah,
here. So
yeah.
Typical Gamer and Sore Thief did find somebody.
Okay, so we're gonna see Typical Gamer
But
move up.
Vikkstar does as well. He takes some damage. And you look at the top screen there, he is in fact very low in this team fight. He does have that
Thief
med
goes
kit.
down.
Thief does go down, and he's completely out.
Oh,
but
no.
this is scary for Vikkstar too. I mean, he's
Yeah.
low. He doesn't have time to heal up. That opponent is pushing
I don't-
super aggressively. No, he
Goes
goes down.
down.
That's is
It's
that
not
it?
over. It's not over.
over yet.
No, still 1 kill up, right?
Yes, it's now it's all up to Typical
Typical
Gamer.
Gamer.
And I believe he just needs to get 1 kill, which ties up the
Ties
score.
the game, and he's last alive, so
and
they
he's
win.
the last alive, and he wins.
So a best or worst case, worst case they
1 kid in
lose.
front of him.
Oh,
That's
going for
it.
the
That's
snipe.
it.
Got it.
No,
And another player in front. No, he didn't get it.
These
No.
players seem competent. So this is gonna be
Oh.
Typical Gamer versus some pretty good gamers, and he's gonna use the jetpack. He's not gonna get the down. The second he gets
Oh,
this
this
down,
is
he
so
needs
scary.
he needs the game
Oh
end.
my God.
Oh, he does
He's
get
gonna
it
finish the kill,
down.
finish the
He's
kill.
going for the kill, but he's got to be
Alright,
careful
should be
too.
game.
He's
That
gonna-
should be the clinch, but let's see what he
For
does.
good measure, he should still go for more. I think I see rockets coming in.
well,
Yeah,
that's just a
grenades,
tie,
grenades.
right? If he just picked up that 1 kill,
Yeah,
that's
but
just a tie.
Okay, but he outlived
He's last
them.
alive though. He outlived him.
But still, we could see a game 3. All I'm saying is it's not over just yet.
Yeah, it's not over till the fat lady sings. Typical Gamer right now in control though. He still has a good amount of health. He has a great kit. He's got a jetpack, and 25.
Yep, we're all tied up.
Oh.
I think he's.
Camp City.
I mean,
He
this.
might hear someone with footsteps right now.
Is this going to be one of the first matches tonight that our players didn't win the battle royale if he dies here? Because we've seen
A lot of we've seen a lot of ones end in victory royale.
now that I think of it, we haven't seen any early early deaths from all the players. Just
No, yeah.
one here or there.
Yeah.
Which goes to show you how consistent all these players have been today. Very impressive gameplay.
Absolutely.
I'm sure you guys have casted matches in the past where both teams get wiped kind of early.
Oh,
just
100%. Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
They've been really slaying out today, and it's very impressive. And he's actually gonna take some damage here from the gas, I believe.
Well, I
he's
just
gotta be quick.
jetpack.
I just
Oh, no,
want to
he's
point
good.
out this next kill is a $7,000 kill.
Does he need it?
$7,000 kill.
Does he need it? I need to go to the ruling.
Well,
Does-
they're tied, so it will force it into a game of best of
Well,
three.
in traditional matches, yeah, if you tie and you're last alive, but these are 2-game series, so
It would force it into a game of three. But building up, he's taking some damage. He's got that
He's
player
out
in front. He's
Oh,
running
yeah.
out of mats too. He's only got at least 2
Yeah,
builds
this
at
is
this
it
point.
right here.
Can he get it? He's going
take
down.
fall
He's
damage.
taking so much damage. No, oh no, he didn't get it. I think they tied.
Oh.
No, you're seeing that they're going to a best of 3.
Yeah,
think
that's
they
how
are.
it works. In a typical wager, you outlive the opponent, you win. But
No,
in
not
this,
here,
it's all
not
these
here.
are
and-
tournament matches.
okay.
Yeah,
It's
these are
only
different.
based on kills.
25-25.
Wow, that was a $7,000 kill and he didn't get it.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
going to a best of 3. This is our first best of 3 tonight. We've seen at least a couple, or at least 1 or 2 in the previous tournaments that we've had, and they're always exciting. Third match. This is intense.
If you're Vikkstar and Tinny right now, you are like
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Woo!
you're really
Like-
rooting those guys.
Oh,
on,
yeah, no,
and
I mean, that
they
was-
played it
that was
perfectly.
best
They
case scenario
waited.
for them. Now
Yeah.
they stay alive. They both died early. 1 remaining. You would think a player this caliber could get that kill and it
Wow.
doesn't come through.
Once again, ran out of mats.
Ran out of mats, that was
Same
big.
Talk
way
about
that
that,
Tinny
how
died.
important having mats are at these end games, especially when you're fighting teams, right?
Yeah.
So like even if it's 2v4, you're still fighting at a 2-man disadvantage. So having those mats and having that capability to defensively build and keep yourself alive is really important. If you don't have that,
Yeah.
and you're just jetpacking in the air, you're like a
Yeah.
sitting duck.
Well,
You know what
another
they-
thing too.
They really needed that game. It's one of those guys right there.
That would have helped a lot,
A
right?
Lulama would have been
Everybody
a
was
blessing.
struggling
Yeah.
on mats that game. The
So-
resources just weren't
So
there.
Ribs, from a competitive standpoint, this is something that I saw that Typical Gamer did. We all saw it. He was laying down below and he was just reloading and just taking it extremely slow. I haven't seen this from Typical Gamer in the past. Do you think the pressure of that match got to him? Because honestly, if this was any other match, Typical Gamer would have been pushing at that point.
I don't actually agree with the decision to stay underground.
I don't
like
either.
that because like the zone is what killed him. Honestly, like he
Yeah.
lost a lot from that zone. The zone put him under duress. Like
Right.
if he gets out of the zone fast and all he has to do is shoot at the people that are coming out of the zone, he's in a much better situation to get
Right.
1 kill. He needed
Right.
1 kill,
Yeah.
right?
But
He didn't need to go kill a team. He needed to get 1 person. So. I mean, again, I don't agree with it, but again, he might have heard footsteps that we didn't see. So
He probably
could have
could've.
thought that maybe if he runs out of there, he gets shot in the back. So we weren't able to hear him. But I think in that case, like you got to keep yourself alive at all costs. And I think putting yourself up against a zone like that just puts you in a lot of risk.
He definitely made a critical decision there because we saw him get the kill that tied it up.
Right.
And at that point in time, he was pretty much in the midst of that fight. But we knew that those players were decent players. They were building, they
right.
were staying alive. So he got that kill. At that point, he disengaged and thought maybe they'll leave me alone. No,
Yeah.
you just killed one of their
Right.
boys.
Right.
So now they're waiting at the edge of the gas, and
Yeah.
here he comes. He's taking free damage. He probably should have just kept fighting at the time. Just one more
I
one
agree.
pump,
You just
and
needed
you win.
1 kill.
And he was there with a jetpack, just fly up to try to kill one of the guys. Instead, he completely ran away. He gave up his high ground.
Yep.
And that's why he lost.
Yeah, and to be fair, when he went underground too, he had plenty of health at that point. I mean,
Yeah.
he definitely could have
Yeah,
engaged.
no, I
so
think
25
that-
health.
yeah, he had plenty of health. So yeah, definitely that storm is what killed him. But I disagree with that play, and maybe he's kind of second guessing that as well.
Sure he is.
But I mean, that's a lot of pressure, $7,000 on the line. But now you forced a game 3. At that point, you knew you already had it tied up. You might as well go for it. I mean, at that point, what's the harm, right?
That's true,
So-
right? Like you don't really have like. I mean, I guess there is some risk in going to a game 3, but again, at the same time, like high risk, high reward. Like,
Yeah,
if that's
yeah.
the win right there. You
Yeah.
want kills the win.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So I don't know, a bit testy, but is it going to pay off? I don't know. We'll have to definitely see. As looks like they are queued up for the match, so we'll be getting into game number 3.
Is the first
Going
game 3 today?
This is the first
our
game
first
3
game 3
today.
tonight.
Yeah,
This
a
is the
lot
first game 3, and you're first in general.
Yeah, let's do it, man. I'm excited.
Welcome to the club. Game 3 club, baby.
All right. So I mean, hey. Typical Gamer, Sword Thief, Vikkstar and Tinny, right? They're playing game 3. Pressure's on. Of course, now we're back to 0-0, but this is for all the marbles, at least whenever it comes to this game mode. Now, you're a competitive coach. You're a competitive player, right, for Gears of War. Different
Yes.
games, but still same state of mind. What are you thinking in these situations? Passive, aggressive, same game plan. What would you be thinking?
I think you play your game. I don't think that the second you start to second guess yourself or start to try and like tweak what you're doing because you think it might not work, that's when you're going to put yourself in a position for failure. You look what you've done to put yourself in this position in the first place, right? Look how much hard work you to win all these matches
Yep.
to even get to the game 3 in the first place, right? So I don't change anything personally. I don't know about you, Jordan. What do you think?
No, it's a complete wipe. When you go to game 3, it's tied up. It's 1-1, and and now it's just tiebreakers. So
Clean slate.
yeah, you have to go back to what got you here, and you just have to play with confidence.
Yep.
That's all it comes down to. You got to get a little lucky too.
I think taking it from
It's
the
a battle royale after all.
it is, and I
Little
think
RNG
taking it
here and there.
taking it from the humanistic approach, typical gamer, he's got to wipe that last one because I know he's still feeling that, right? So he's
Sure.
got to let that completely go. But Vikkstar and Tinny at this point, I think honestly, mentally, I think they have a better advantage because they knew they were down and out. Now they have a second chance. That probably pumped them up to come in even harder
sure.
during the second one.
If I'm Tinny right now and the way he got taken out early that game,
Yeah.
he didn't expect to even be in this game 3 situation. They were
Yeah.
already down a game, and Vikkstar clutched up. Typical gamer almost clutched up, and he didn't. So now here we are.
Thief finding a blue pump and green tack early.
And we're in salty once again.
Keep in mind that Tinny is about 5 seconds ahead, and he's going to engage right now. He's going to throw some nades to the window.
Yeah, there is a player up there. This is a big engagement. I mean, every engagement's going to count at this point, right? I mean, this is really big stuff.
Oh, they're going down into that basement. That basement is like the basement of death. I
Oh,
hate being down there.
100%.
It's really scary. There's a lot of corners, close quarters.
Top of that, too, having to get out. You never know who's going to be up
It's
waiting
an
for
annoying
you, right?
staircase to get out of.
Exactly.
It is.
So, but any kills going down just yet? No, not just yet.
I'm
we
surprised not.
I think typical gamer does come in and get one.
We saw some engagements go down,
Or
but
at least a down.
We'll see on the kill feed on Tinny's screen.
there we go.
before
Yeah, we
anyway.
do we do see a down. So that's going to be
Okay.
one kill for typical gamer, and that's the engagement that we saw Tinny trying to throw the grenades at, and Vikkstar as well. They were unfortunately unable to get that, but still, they're both looting the same exact house. I mean, you can't get any closer than these two teams are right now.
I'll tell you one thing, I bet both teams are going to farm a lot more this game than they did in the last couple.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to run out of mats, right? We
Yeah.
saw that last time. It was a huge deal.
I was really surprised when that happened to Tinny because he was approaching that team as if he had all the mats in the world.
Yep.
All of a sudden, you see him jetpacking all the way in the air. Like, what are you doing? Ran out of mats, bro.
They're just decimating this
That's one of those
house.
times where like we talk about the how powerful jetpacks can be at times in the hands of some of these good players. It goes both ways. If you don't have mats and then you're jetpacking in the air, you're just a sitting duck. It's
Yes.
obviously very hard to aim while you're in the air like that sometimes. And
Mm-hmm.
It was just
as I say that, he picks one up.
yeah, I was just looking at like how aggressive they are. I mean, even though they're sticking together, typical gamer and Sword Thief are doing a great job at least stealing these kills. But Vikkstar has the potential for 2 kills, and he does get one knock. I believe there's a player inside.
No, I
Ooh,
think
Thief-
Thief
yeah.
got the
No,
knock.
did he see? Oh, this is the benefit
Thief
of
got
sticking
both.
together.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow, that is
Wow.
huge. That's
Yeah.
4 kills.
If you were looking at Vikkstar's
He
screen
had
right
like
there,
99 points.
yeah, he pretty much made both of those players very weak. But he was using the tac shotgun. He never switched to his pump, so he wasn't getting those really strong shots. And here comes Thief with 2 full spread pump shots. He's going to pick up both of those kills, and that's huge.
That's 4 to 0 at this
Yeah.
point. So I mean that's huge. And Thief already in another engagement. And Thief is really in his element at this point, right? He knows the pressure's on, but he's okay. He's been here. He's done that. He already has a first place win. He's going for the second. So the jitters, at least, I wouldn't see being affecting him quite well. But Vikkstar and Tinny, of course, they're going to be in Dusty. We do see Tinny does have a kill, laser beaming the player up top. Great shots, but taking some shots from the side. And this is going to be a big kill. He's managed just to get it. And with that being said, is that a tie? 3? No, he has 3 kills, but I believe that knock at the top, if he gets that, they will in fact be tied up. No, they are tied up 3-3. I thought they had 4, but I guess they don't. Huh, interesting. They're all tied
A
up.
lot of players in Divot right now with Top Rocks.
And they're wide open too.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of engagements going on right now. And this is the same rotations we
Divot's
saw
packed
last
right
game.
now.
Salty to Dusty Divot. Same rotations, and we're seeing similar action as well. They've definitely learned how to gauge exactly where players will be.
So we have 5 on the left, 3 on the right. So 2 kills down for Vikkstar and Tinny. They're going to go ahead and dip out of Dusty, proceed their way inside the circle.
Keep in mind, everybody, this is game number 3 here in Winners Finals, and it's a tie game right now.
$7,000 on the line
This is for, more importantly, a trip to the grand finals.
Yep.
Yes.
for a potential of $10,000 for first place.
Uh-huh.
Which, by the way, typical gamer and Thief, they've already won $10,000. So total for these tournaments would be $20,000, which is phenomenal for what a 2-week span.
Not a bad couple paydays, right?
Seriously, 30 to 28, 2 kills. So not too bad. It's definitely going to be a close one. How many engagements we have left? We have a total of 34 engagements left. Nobody's dropped yet, so that's always a good thing, especially for your team. Having your teammate in your back pocket definitely benefits you. Question is, do you think they're going to start splitting up? Of course, they're sticking together, but do you think they'll do that one person ahead, one person stays behind later on in the match?
It seems as if these two teams want to make sure that they don't miss any engagements, so they stay together just so they have their best chance of like getting kills without the other team getting a full wipe. And we're going to see typical gamer engage here with the jetpack. And he's going to take down one.
mind you, Sword Thief has no mats.
He doesn't.
Once again, so
Such a frustrating feeling.
and Vikkstar doesn't either. Looking at him too. Really, nobody's sitting really high on mats because they've been
very
going for
hurt
kill.
right now.
Yeah, typical gamer got a nice knock at that point. Of course, player from behind. He only needs to take one shot. Managed. Who got that down? I think
Vikkstar got the
Vikkstar
help, but actually
Vikkstar
kind of helped him,
Yeah,
to be honest.
I think Vikkstar stole that knock.
He did.
He did, but that helped. That helped.
Oh,
Typical
helped him in that
Gamer
case
out
because
he
he's
was-
so
he
weak.
was super, super weak and still in engagement. So, I mean, it's one of those situations where you didn't get the kill, but it saved your life, which could probably lead to a lot more kills.
Oh, that's a med kit. He's happy to see. He's going to go ahead and heal up. That'll put him out of the action for just a little bit, but I don't think anybody's close by.
That was big plays there from Typical Gamer,
Mhm.
engaging on that. I think it was a team of 3, and he was able to get 2 out of those 3. A little bit of help from Vikkstar.
We got Tinny over at Tilted as well. And I believe he might be all alone.
We have super low. Just looking at everyone's mats, we have super low mats all around.
Yeah, they're trying to
That
be
can
the
get
first
so
to the fights.
scary.
Yeah, they really just don't have the luxury of farming right now, and they once again they hoping for a llama or to maybe kill someone who
I mean,
has
yeah.
the llama.
I think you gotta hope for the players to kill the player with a lot of loot.
I mean,
Yeah.
they've been thirsting for these kills, and you haven't had a chance really to mine because you've had to steal the kills. We saw that huge kill steals in the beginning, right, from Sword Thief. He managed, with Sword Thief, he managed to get 3 kills. Typical gamer as well, still in the kills. So it just comes to show, getting your resources is extremely important, extremely crucial, but getting the kills at these high pressure moments might even outweigh the ability of getting your mats.
I mean, I think the jetpacks give you, a little bit of leeway with mats sometimes, but again, it double-edged sword. You can kind of become a sitting duck at times.
Yep.
So.
So Tinny's putting in great damage right now. Vikkstar's trailing with 0 mats, and
I mean, Tinny's about to run out himself.
yeah, but he has one of these guys very weak.
Oh,
I guess he already picked up.
Just picked up a ton of
Oh,
mats.
ton of wood, gets 561.
That's
That's
awesome.
huge.
He's
He's going to
gonna
go ahead and split it
Yeah.
wisely so. And that's going to be a huge advantage getting into these future team fights, especially if they stick together, because you look at the other end, really only Typical Gamer, he's sitting at 200 wood, but his teammate down below, he's only at 50, and you can't split those. So Vikkstar and Tinny, they're going to have a nice little advantage as we get a nice elimination at the top there from Vikkstar.
Okay.
And that's going to bring him up to 2 total kills. So 5 total for the right, and on the left we have 7. So still 2 kills down, and the engagements are starting to get a little bit lower. Only, about 21 engagements remaining. So
Thief just
pressure's
caught a
definitely on.
solo. He just caught a solo guy out with the scoped AR.
So we have, 8-5, 3-kill lead.
Neck and neck right here. Still
20
plenty of great engagements left. And
22 killable players in the map.
With them sticking so close together, I don't see any of them really dropping. It's going to be hard for because they're all going to be shooting. They're all obviously all competing. It's going to be hard for any team in this lobby to compete
sure.
with these guys. So at this point, I mean, really, it's all about stealing kills. And Vikkstar and Tinny, they have to get the work. 3 kills down, at least with this few engagements. Anything can happen, I know, but with them sticking so close together. Now, one thing Vikkstar is doing great, though, you see how he's breaking off to the right, where Sword Thief, Typical Gamer, and Tinny are all sticking together. So Vikkstar, he could go down, but this high risk, high reward, he can also find a team and pick up an easy 4 kills. And nobody's going to be home, so...
Does it look like the game might end in Tilted?
Yeah,
Did I
and
see
it
that right
moved-
in the circle?
Yeah, it moved up
That's
to
gonna
the
be
north,
fun.
the north side of the safe zone, and this is good. That means they don't have to rotate too far. And they
Seeing a
just,
lot of farming right now. It's smart plays.
yeah, this is a good time to farm.
Well, Vikkstar at this point, he's just thirsty for some kills. I mean, he's searching so hard for these kills. And it's so crucial for him to find these two, because if he doesn't find them, and we see Typical Gamer and Sword Thief get in a fight with Tinny there, they're going to overpower him, and they're just going to take those kills. And it's going to be a while before they're able to meet up in the end. Of course, there is a little bit of a delay, as we see now. Of course, he is, in fact, going to be meeting up with them. But unfortunately, that would have been huge for Vikkstar if he would have found a team at least, or at least a couple of solo players to kind of even out that 3-kill deficit.
Oh, here comes some great shots at a Thief again.
Thief's so accurate.
Yeah, that scoped AR is scary. I remember when the game first came out, it wasn't that good, but when they buffed it,
They had 100% accuracy.
Yeah,
didn't
100%
Yes.
accuracy.
ooh, great pump shots with the.
That's big. That's 4 now.
Keep in mind, he doesn't have any type of healing supplies, so he needs to try to keep
Ooh,
his health
He
up.
has,
Two in front
he
of
has
him.
like no mats either, so he needs to literally.
Okay, he's just gonna go for the
Approach,
DPS
yep.
right here. Luckily for him, this guy is somewhat of a potato.
Nice.
Big 3-piece from Thief.
That's 3. That's
Yeah.
6-kill lead then.
Yeah, that was a big 3-piece, and he took it with
He
expert
Got
efficiency.
their mats too.
So look, 6-kill lead with how many more engagements? Like we have 13 more
total.
engagements with a 6-kill lead. I mean,
and
the
both players still alive. I mean, this is looking
pressure
like,
is on.
This is looking like typical
Yeah.
Gamer and Thief's game to win here, as Vikkstar grabs some mushrooms.
As they
get
push
some more
forward
shield.
to potentially be our first 2-time champion in Friday Fortnite.
It's very possible this $7,000 match, Tinny and Vikkstar might in fact move down. They've been the dark horse of this tournament. 6 kills down. They basically have to get the work at this point. They've got to find all the teams just converge if they want to try and take this. Of course, not mathematically impossible, but still the odds are stacked against them as the game is continuing on. The storm is going to be closing in, and Vikkstar and Tinny still staying together. They haven't split up just yet. We do see some damage being taken there on Typical Gamer, but that's not a bad thing because that means another engagement's happening and more kills are possible.
I think he's about to get a scope. Yeah, he gets a okay.
Woo!
All right, we take those. It's another another headshot, another frag for Typical Gamer and Thief, and that's going to put them up 7 kills now.
And 11 engagements. Only 11 engagements remaining. So, I mean, in total, Typical Gamer and Thief, they only need basically 1 team wipe, and they'll have it. They only need 3 more kills in order to make this mathematically impossible.
They more so just can't let their opponents wipe the rest of the map.
Pretty much. I mean, yeah, because if any other
they don't
kills.
necessarily even get that many kills. They just need to make sure their opponents don't wipe the rest of the map. Keep in mind, the remaining players can also shoot each other.
And
and that's exactly what just happened. We're going to see 2 downs right now that weren't involved but with any of the players here. Tinny is going to get it down, but he can only get 2 or 3 kills here, whereas he could have gotten a lot more if he was there a second earlier.
I like this play by Typical Gamer and Sword Thief to use the jump pad to kind of survey the map and see where some of the remaining kills are.
And you see Typical Gamer coming down trying to get that kill, and in fact, he does get one of them.
Yeah,
so that's one.
Typical Gamer gets 1.
So what? That's only 2, and that's
12 to 6, 6 kill lead.
6 kill
9
lead.
killable players.
No, that's 10 on the bottom. So
oh, actually, you're right.
Yeah, it's mathematically impossible at this point, right?
That's a GG.
No, there's 6 total kills left. There's only 6 total kills left, so they can manage to tie it up and force a game 4 at this point.
Okay.
But I mean, that'd be the craziest thing, by the way.
13 kills total.
I think
6 remain. That's GG.
Yeah, that's it.
I think it's a GG.
Typical Gamer and Sword Thief will be moving on to the finals to meet up with whoever their competition is going to be. And mind you, we talked about this in the past, right? Typical Gamer and Sword Thief have already beat pretty much everyone that's in the losers bracket right now as it is. So going into it, they're already coming in knowing, hey, we've already beat this team. We know how to beat this team, and we're going to do so again.
And last time they came into Grand Finals with a 2-series lead, they ended up winning the Grand Finals.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you're let's see who comes out of like losers, obviously. I think
there's a lot of beasts down
I think
there.
their biggest threat that would come out of losers would probably be FaZe, maybe FaZe or TSM.
Yeah, FaZe, TSM. Who else is down there? We're going to have to check the bracket.
Oh, I'm looking at it right now, way ahead of you. So Noah J and Avxry were eliminated by FaZe Tfue and FaZe Cloaksy. They're going to move on, and they are currently waiting Myth and Hamlins and RL Grime and FaZe Replays, which, by the way, RL Grime, that EDM DJ coming in, playing with FaZe Replays.
Call of Duty player, FaZe Pro Team.
Doing well, though. Hey,
great.
losers round 5. Of course, Myth and Hamlins might have a little bit of an advantage over that match, and they'll move on, which, by the way, I'm really excited about this. So Myth and Hamlins will move on to play Aimbot Calvin and King Richard. That is going to be a great match, and whoever wins that will move on to plays FaZe Tfue and FaZe Cloaksy to see who's
Those
going
guys
to
have
move
been
on.
Playing Blitz all
Oh
day.
yeah, Blitz all day.
All day, and they're still in it.
And as we see Sword Thief taking some damage, but of course I believe that's it. Can we get confirmation? Oh, he's just standing there just to make sure. But yeah,
we got to see the reactions.
I got to see the reactions.
7 to 14.
Yeah, no, it's
there's only 5 guys left.
It's mathematically impossible. So, hey, Typical Gamer and Sword Thief looking to be champions once again. Mind you, they will be the only team so far to win 2 tournaments, at least in our Fortnite Friday tournaments. They've already won $10,000, and now they're on their way to at least have a total lifetime at least earnings for these tournaments, $17,000. That is what they're guaranteed.
Thief has got to be my MVP so far.
He's a great
He's
player.
Been playing out of his mind.
He had a slow game too. But Typical Gamer, we saw what happened at the end, and we were kind of judgmental about the fact that he didn't clutch up. But he did clutch up because he got that last kill.
That mattered.
Yeah, so he got them into Game 3. They took that Game 3 pretty efficiently, and here they are about to move on to Grand Finals, guaranteed
again.
top 2.
It's a good chunk of change.
Oh no! Come on, seriously.
You know,
you as professional gamers, I mean that's awesome, especially to be in the money. That's a huge weight lifted off your chest. But hey, there it is. You see it 39 to 32. Of course, a couple of kills still remaining, but it's going to be all for nothing as we see they're going to go ahead and move on. Typical Gamer and Sword Thief. And now we have to see what the other team is going to be able to do because now they're moving down into the losers, and on top of that, they're going to be playing Blitz, which is a game mode that we haven't seen them play.